Former Clemson superstar Deshaun Watson suspended for the first 6 games of the upcoming season for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. This following accusations of sexual misconduct by at least 24 women in Texas. Watson recently settled 23 of the 24 lawsuits, which allege sexual assault harassment and assault during massage therapy appointments. Now, this case has been going on for over a year and a half now. It all started in March of 2021. That is when the first sexual misconduct allegations surfaced against Watson, with one woman coming forward then. Nearly 2 weeks later, on March 28th, Watson is facing lawsuits from 20 women. It wasn't until the end of October of last year when the NFL announced their investigation into the allegations. Before this, he was facing allegations in civil court for those that came forward. In March of this year, nearly a year later, after the first allegations, a grand jury in Texas opted against recommending criminal charges against Watson, and a second grand jury said the same thing nearly 2 weeks later. Then in June, a number of allegations against Watson grew to 24. Later that month, he reached settlements with 20 of them. In June 28th, that was the start of a 3-day disciplinary hearing between the NFL and Watson, where former federal judge Sue Robinson oversaw that hearing. And today, Robinson announced that Watson would be getting that 6-game suspension. So what's next for the former Clemson star? Will the NFL or the NFL Players Association have 3 days to appeal the decision? Watson was not fined a penny in the process, but he will lose some during his suspension. The Browns traded for Watson and later signed him to a massive contract this offseason, over $230 million in guaranteed money, but his base salary for this season only $1 million. Before the trade, Watson's contract called for him to make $35 million.